have been working on this new feature called naming convention for past week. So I will quickly go through what this new feature is and how we can use it, and then we will quickly take a look at the demo. If we have some fields that are exposed in NG, it looks something like this. The field names are snake case, the arguments are also snake case, and the type names are also snake case. The HG provides us some tools using which we can customize these things. The field names, they can be customized using the custom field names or custom table names. The type names and arguments cannot be customized as of now. We can take a look at this new feature. So in this new feature, we are going to expose two different conventions. One is Hasura default and one is GraphQL default. The Hasura default is the default naming convention that will be used, and the field names and type names and arguments are all snake case as it was, and the enum values are also as defined in the Postgres table as it was as of now. And the GraphQL default convention, this thing have field names and arguments as camelCase, and the type names are PascalCase, and the enum values will be all uppercase irrespective of whatever was in the Postgres table. So how can we use this feature? So this is a Postgres only feature. So if you have Postgres tables, then only you can use this. But we are going to extend the support to other databases soon. And the second thing is this is an experimental feature. So if you want to use it, you have to enable the feature first using the experimental feature flag or the environment variable. And you can use this naming convention by setting the default naming convention or setting the per source customization. So if we set the source customization using the metadata APIs, add source or replace metadata, then we can set the source customization to use the naming convention GraphQL default or Hasura default, and we can also set this environment variable called Hasura GraphQL default naming convention, which will set the default naming convention that will be used across the sources. So this source customization has higher precedence than the default naming convention, and there is no console support as of now, but we are working on it and it will be soon implemented. So let's quickly take a look at the demo. So I have this HG instance which don't have any fields. We can add one field. So I will just install this template, hello world. It exposes a bunch of fields here. So we can take a look at the schema also. So the field names, the arguments and type names are all snake case, as you can see. So I have turned on the experimental feature flag. So I can add a new data source. So I am adding this new PG add source using the metadata API, and I am setting the naming convention to use the GraphQL default. So let's quickly add this. Now I would have to track the tables. So this has three tables in it: days of week, message data, and user data. Let's track them all. So days of week, it's supposed to be enum table. I will quickly set this as enum table. So this is nothing, just it has the name of the days, and we have message data and users data. So now take a look at the schema. So as you can see, yes, these are the fields that are from the second PG source that I have just added. So as you can see that the field names are all camelCase, and the arguments are also camelCase, and the type names are PascalCase. So let's take a look at the enum thing. So in the enums, the values are all uppercase as we were expecting. And now quickly take a look at the default naming convention. So I will just stop this at G, and then I will set the environment variable to set the default naming convention to GraphQL default, and then I will just start the edgy again. Okay, cool. So the edge is running. Let's reboot this. Okay. So now as we can see, the first source also is now using the GraphQL default. It was using the Hasura default previously. And the second thing has source customization set, so it is using the GraphQL default. So that was all from me. I hope you enjoy this new feature and use it in your project. Thanks Jesse, and thanks everyone.
Great presentation from Paritosh, also first-time presenter for the Hasura community call, and it was that was great. So I think we saw some people that were saying yes, we were looking for camel casing, and that's definitely one that people have been requesting actually for like quite a while. It's apparently a really much wanted feature, so we're excited to see that landing.